we've talked a little bit about choosing your piece of equipment. Now, whatever choice that you make, you need to get your dog comfortable with wearing that piece of equipment. So whether it's a head collar or a harness like I've got here, or even just a normal collar, you need to get your dog comfortable with wearing that piece of equipment. And one of the ways that I normally do this is by just introducing this, the piece of equipment that I am going to be using. In this case, it's a harness. I introduce it to the dog first before I actually ask the dog to wear it. So the game that I'm going to show you now is called a harness shaping game, although you can also use it in the same principles to teach your dog to be comfortable having a collar put on or a head collar put on, and we will be showing you those a little bit later on. But I thought I'd start off with the harness. Okay, so what I do is I've got a harness here. It's just a normal Y-shaped harness with 2 attachment points like we've discussed before. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bunch that up in my hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let Sana have a little sniff of it. So she's just having a sniff, and I'm going to say, that's a good girl. So got to sniff it again. Every time she sniffs it and interacts with it, she's going to get a little bit of a treat. So now, this is actually Sana's harness. So she's very used to having it on, but I'm just going to show you how I got her happy to wear it. So once your dog is, you okay there, sweetheart? Is it stuck? Yeah, that's okay. So once your dog is okay with touching the harness, sniffing it, she's had a few treats off it, she's not scared of it, what you're going to do is you're just going to clip it all together so that you've got a big hole. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to present that hole to Sana and just going to go, and again the same thing, so she's just going to sniff it, she's going to touch it. And as she's doing it, I'm just rewarding her for interacting with it. You can see. Yes. Okay, so she's just touching the harness and I'm just giving her a little reward because that's what she's doing. Okay, that's a good girl. So now I'm going to just see if I can get her to put her nose through the harness. There she goes. Okay, now doing it down the side bit first means that the hole that you're using is much bigger than the one that she actually will have to put her head through. So actually it actually builds up her confidence in putting her face through a restricted opening. Okay, good girl. So as you can see, she's really comfortable with doing that. So what we're now going to do is now we're going to clip that harness open again. And we're actually going to present it the way we would present it to our dog if we want to put that harness on normally. So again, she's going to come up to it, sniff it and touch it. And there we go. And she's now already starting to put her head through the small bit. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I'm just waiting for her to touch it. Okay. Good girl. Okay, and as you can see, she's almost putting it on by herself. I'm not moving it back. I am just showing it to her, holding it open. Put your head through. That's it. Good girl. Okay, and as she puts her head through, she's going to. So once your dog is completely happy with that, what you then do is you just bring it through so that it's resting on her back. And you're just going to reward her for not panicking about the fact that she's now got something lying on her back. Okay. Is that all right? Good girl. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just going to take that off again, and let's see if she can do that again. So, okay. So we're just going to pop it back on. So we're going to do that a couple of times until your dog is completely happy with you doing that. Okay, so I'm just going to reward again. Okay, and now we get to the stage where we can actually just reach under and do the harness up. Okay, so I put one side up and just reward, and then do the other side. And reward. Okay, and as you can see, she's absolutely comfortable, really happy with having that harness on. A little shake just to get her hair lying right again. But that's well done, sweetie. Lovely. Good girl. Good girl. Well done.